Today we're going to be exploring the power of benefits in comparison to its more often used but less powerful cousin, features. It's the copywriting key that can transform your Amazon listing optimization, and we're starting right now. That's right, we're getting into some pro level stuff today, and it's going to be good. One of the features of this channel is Amazon tutorials, but the benefit is building a successful brand that enables you to stop trading so much time for money. And so if that's something that you're interested in and want help with, make sure to subscribe to the channel with those notifications on, because there's a whole load more content coming your way. It's going to help you do exactly that. So one of the most common mistakes I see in so many Amazon listings and sales copy in general is sales copy that leans towards features. When we talk about sales copy, what are we talking about? We're talking about the text that describes your product. With Amazon, we're referring to your title, to your bullet points, to your description, to your A+ content. This is the copy, the sales copy within your listing, and so many people focus solely on the benefits. Look, I get it, right? As a product developer, I'm someone who develops products, and I'm proud of the products that I develop. And I always try and encourage you to be proud of what you develop, that you would stand behind your brand, show your friends, show your family, hey, I created this. I'm proud of this. That's what I love about building physical products brands. And so I get it. Once you do that and you create it, you want to let the world know about these amazing features. You want to know that this isn't just a yoga mat. This is an extra thick yoga mat with a carry handle so you can carry it. A bad example, but you understand, once you created these features and you've developed a product, you're proud of what you've developed. So I get the temptation to be focused on features, but there is a better way. Or should I say there's an upgraded way, because you don't want to not talk about the features, but what you've got to make sure you do when you write about a product, when you create sales copy, is not just talk about the features, but also link them to benefits. See, whilst you care about the features of your product that you developed, what your audience cares about is the benefits. The Cambridge Dictionary defines a feature as a typical quality or an important part of something, whereas a benefit is defined as a helpful or good effect or something intended to help. The key difference is how it affects the customer. A feature merely describes a product, but the benefit talks about the impact that it's going to make in the customer's life. Seth Godin talked so much about this in his book, This is Marketing, which I would highly recommend anyone that's building a physical product or any kind of brand would pick up and have a look at. It's a really, really helpful book when it comes to marketing and how you actually present your product and the need that it meets to the consumer. He talks in the book, somewhere in the book, I don't have a page number because it's on my Kindle, but he talks about how the Harvard marketing professor Theodore Levitt said that people don't want to buy a 1/4-inch drill bit, they want a 1/4-inch hole. Stands to reason, right? The lesson is that the drill bit is merely a feature, a means to an end, but what people truly want is the hole it makes. So the hole is the benefit, but the drill is the feature. But he says, Seth Godin says, that doesn't go nearly far enough. No one wants a hole, really, right? Who wants a hole? What people want is the shelf that will go on the wall once they drill the hole. Actually, then he goes on to expand it even more. What they want is how they'll feel once they see how uncluttered everything is. When they put their stuff up on the shelf that went on the wall, now there's a 1/4-inch hole. But wait, they also want the satisfaction of knowing they did it themselves, or perhaps the increase in status they'll get when their spicy spouse admires the work, or the peace of mind that comes from knowing that the bedroom isn't a mess and that feels safe and clean. People don't want to buy a 1/4-inch drill bit, they want to feel safe and respected. You see the journey he's taking it on here. We try and sell the drill bit that it's sharp, that it can drill this amount of holes, when actually the customer is not looking for a certain type of drill bit to have a certain type of sharpness. What they want is the end result that it produces. And now, of course, you need to include the features because it may need to be a certain size, it may need to be a certain type. You need to include the features, but you've got to link those features to benefits. He goes on to say, people don't want what you make, they want what it will do for them. This is so key, and honestly, this alone can transform your business. Seth Godin says they want the way it will make them feel. People don't want what you're selling, they want what you're selling will make them feel like. This is a game changer, and this is all about benefits. I recently purchased a couple of these air diffusers, right? They are a pretty common product on Amazon, pretty popular product on Amazon. I purchased a couple of these as a comparison for a case study I did in the Brand Builder Bootcamp, which is a free course of how to start selling on Amazon. You can check out in the description below. And I sort of studied these, their listings and what they're doing on Amazon, and it's really eye-opening. This one here does anywhere from around £30,000 to £50,000 per month in the UK marketplace alone. And then I looked at the other one, which is a little bit newer, that's come along and taken about £5,000 a month of revenue away from it. And we looked at them, compared them, and got a bunch of things from that. I looked at the listing of this one, which is like number one position, organically ranked position when you search for essential oil air diffusers on Amazon. And it is, number one position. The listing is good. It talks about some benefits a little bit, but not great, which is why I talk about there being so much opportunity on Amazon, because this is doing hundreds of thousands of pounds per year in revenue, and the listing is pretty average, right? But what I wanted to do actually is go down a little bit and look at say page 2 or 3 on Amazon and take a look at something that should be selling more but isn't, potentially because of the fact that they're only talking about the features. And we're going to jump into the computer, assess that a little bit, and I'm going to talk you through my mentality, how I think, and how you can actually start using the benefits of your products to really drive more sales. So let's take a look. Okay, so I pulled up the results for Essential Oil Air Diffuser on the UK marketplace here, and we're going to take a look at one of these. This is actually the third page of results. I wanted to kind of come deeper into the results and see some ones that maybe aren't performing as well as they could. As you can see, there's examples here of £30,000 a month, obviously estimated by Helium 10. Another one here, 10,000. That's the oils, so it's a little bit different, but 8,000. Some sellers doing some really good revenue here that don't necessarily have a whole load of reviews or a great review rating, but they do have obviously some things going for them. But there are also products in here that are really not doing a great amount of volume. We've got one here that's got 106 reviews, which puts it in the top tier of review count for page 3 here, but it's only doing around 28 sales per month, only around £600 in revenue per month, which, okay, it's not nothing, it's better than nothing, right? But it's nowhere near the same amount that some of these products are doing. So we're going to take a look at this one and really ascertain why that might be. So here we are in this listing of this Paxamo ultrasonic oil diffuser. And, let's just take a look at this and try and understand from the features versus benefits angle what they could be doing better. Because, they've got 106 ratings, which they're now called instead of reviews. They got a 4.3 out of 5-star rating for an electrical product. That's not too bad, it shouldn't affect your conversions. You should expect still to see 10% or higher conversion rate, or all things being considered. They've got they've got Prime shipping. The price is not too crazy. They've got a voucher on there, which is great optimization. The images, whilst they're not amazing, I always make our images to be focused around the benefits as opposed to the features. You don't just want copy that communicates the benefits, you want images too, but that's kind of another story for another day. So, generally speaking, the images, they're not too bad. You would expect this listing to be doing more than it is doing right now until you get to the copy and you begin to understand why they may be limited with the sales they're making. They're going to make a few sales from people that come onto the listing, see the images and say, yeah, oh, that looks pretty, I'll buy that. But that's going to be few and far between. With the amount of competition on Amazon, with the amount of options available to customers, your product really has to stand out. It has to connect with buyers. And the way to do that is by communicating the benefits that are going to be had by the customer when they buy your product. And so if we look at the bullet points of this product, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. See number one here, 600 milliliter large capacity. This cool mist humidifier, blah, 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 and cover humidification area up to 400 square 400 square what? Meters, centimeters. Anyway, spelling and grammar is not what we're here to address. But as you can see there, they mentioned the feature. It can work for up to 25 hours. Okay, cool. Nice feature. But what it doesn't talk about is how that impacts the person's life. Aromatherapy, a few drops of DIY essential oil can make your room a private garden full of fragrance and scent. Again, features. Ultrasonic tech, safer and quieter than ever before. Okay, cool, thank you. Wood grain and easy taking off cap. This aroma diffuser with unique wooden grain look is designed to be a perfect decorative piece that fits in with... I don't know what it fits in with. Safety and health. Safety and health, made of ABS and PP BPA free material with waterless auto shut off function. It protects the product from being burnt out. Okay, so grammatical issues aside and dodgy English aside, there are some major issues with this copy. This is the main amount of copy that your customer is going to read. It's going to define whether they continue on down the page or even add it to their basket. And there's not one mention of a benefit in this entire set of bullet points. And so if this was my product, if I was selling it, what I would be doing is looking at this large capacity, and rather than talking about the hours that it can go for and the large capacity, I'd briefly mention the large capacity, and then I'd talk about the benefit of that, meaning that you can spend less time refilling your air humidifier and you can spend more time enjoying the fragrance in your home, right? So straight away, it's gone from a feature of a large capacity to a benefit of, I'm going to have to fill it up less, because honestly, these are a pain when you have to go and fill them up and do it all over again. But what's nice about it is you can just let it go for weeks on end without having to fill it up. That's the benefit, that's the impact that it's making in my life, but they don't communicate that. The second point, aromatherapy, a few drops of oil, you can create a nice smell, right? Again, okay, there's a feature that it creates a nice smell, but what's the benefit? The benefit for me would be you can return home from a hard day at work to smell relaxing and soothing scents in your home, right? Immediately, that changes it from being just an average feature to something that's going to make an impact in my life. Next one, ultrasonic tech, safer and quieter than ever before. You can have a beautiful smell in your home without the disturbance that so often comes with our noisy competitors. Like, that's lame copy, and I'm doing this on the fly. If I took some time about it, it would be better than that, right? But it's more about highlighting the benefits. There's features and then there's benefits. The feature is that it's going to emanate these nice oils into the air, but the benefit is you're going to feel more relaxed because of the scents in your home. They don't talk about any of these benefits, and it's costing them a lot of money. They're leaving a lot of money on the table, and maybe so are you. Maybe it's time for you to take a look at your listing and consider, what are the benefits of my product to the customer? I need to stop talking about the drill bit, remember from the example before, and I need to start talking about the impact of the whole, the shelf, the feeling once the shelf is up. Maybe your product is something like a yoga mat. We talk about that all the time. So rather than talking about how your yoga mat is extra thick and how thick it is and the type of foam and the density and all of those things, which some customers will want, so I'm not saying don't include them, but link them to a benefit. Our yoga mat is extra thick, meaning that you can perform exercises without hurting your knees, meaning that your experience is a whole lot better. And here's another pro tip for free. If you are struggling to link your benefits to your features, then you can use joining words like allowing, meaning, freeing, things like this, that when you say that the air diffuser creates this scent in your home, then you can use a word like allowing, allowing you to return home to XYZ. The product has this feature, meaning you can do this, and create a link to a benefit, right? Feature, benefit. And I would encourage you, if you are creating copy, creating an Amazon listing, every time you mention a feature, link it to a benefit. That your 5 bullet points could actually be the 5 benefits of your product, or 5 key features even that you want to draw out. Features aren't the enemy, they're just only a starting point. Get the 5 features that you want to draw out of your listing and make sure each of them then links to a benefit so that the customer knows the impact that feature is going to make in their life. Honestly, this will improve your conversions. It will help turn more browsers into buyers, and therefore it will increase your profitability as a result. Benefits are one of the 3 elements to a successful copywriting journey. The other elements are going to be your differentiating factors and also your keywords. So when you've got your list of your keywords, your differentiating factors, and then also your key benefits, you can bring them all together and create a really powerful, highly converting listing. If you want a video on exactly how to put them all together and how to create the perfectly optimized listing, if you want me to create a video about how to do those things in the next couple of weeks so that you can smash your January sales, just let me know by hitting the thumbs up and leaving a comment below saying do the video or something like that, and I'll make sure in the next couple of weeks I prepare a video video that's going to help you do exactly that. And listen, if this video has helped, it's just one of the aspects I talk about in my free course, the Brand Builder Bootcamp, which you can check out by following the link in the description below or up around me here. You can register for that for free and learn all about how to build a successful brand that you own and build a life that you love. And I would love to see you inside that program. Also, don't forget to subscribe with those notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video.